Well, you might as well call me Greg Burgoyne. Out here, LinkedIn influencer in the wild. Landscape mode, even more obvious that I'm recording. Welcome to my Friday 5, people. 5-minute update on the week. Posting one of my daughters. Great scenery, but already from this video you can get the feels that this was a big week. And so I'm squeezing this update in, dedicated to the process, committed, and just to be raw, open and raw. I think in years gone by I've tried to do updates like this, videos or vlogs or whatever you call it, but I always felt you had to have like really awesome things to share or massive progress was taken. And to be honest, I've actually got both of those things in this video, but part of this process is just to commit to the journey of documenting the process of a business owner, launching a startup, building more products, running a service-based business, building a family, all of those great things, and just sort of sharing insights. So here is that video. The last 2 weeks have had a massive focus on Render Studio, in particular launching in Melbourne. And so I thought I'd spend the start of this video. G'day! And there you go. Of course, I was going to bump into someone from Nelson out on my walk. This is part 2 to my Friday 5. As I was saying, I wanted to start this video just briefly touching on the fact that the last 2 weeks we've had a heavy focus in these updates on Render Studio, and in particular our launch or soft launch into the Melbourne market, which has brought us all sorts of things: growth, a bit of challenge, a little bit of like natural fear and imposter syndrome. You know, you go into a new land feeling like the small fish in a big pond. Not that we're a big fish in a small pond here, we're kind of a small fish in a medium pond. But as we grow, there's those natural, as a founder or as a leader, insecurities that start to sort of, I guess, show their face a little bit when you're in the face of, challenge or the world of the unknown, which is funny because as well as it, at the same time as it can spark a bit of fear, it also is like my playground. Like I love to be just up against challenge, up against adversity. And I really think that I really have believed the line that in limitation is where we have our best innovation, something like that. And so I love these moments, you know, trying to figure out how we're going to get there, how we're going to get clients, how we're going to market. Do we need to deliver things differently? Do renders look different over there? Is the landscape different? Do we have to have kangaroos in the shot? Like there's all these challenges. But in those challenges, we are going to build a better service, a better product, a better brand, and a better brand reputation as well, and a better business as we grow into bigger markets. So things are going good there. We have just announced that we are going to actually give up. And by give up, I mean give up on our soft launch. We've had enough testing, we've had enough sort of dipping our toes in, but it's time to go all in. And so kind of had this one line this week, or just today really, it was like, well, why would you give something a go when you could go all in? And so we're going all in. Going to increase our ads. We're going to run a video ad to throw into the mix with a pretty targeted straight offer, which would be cool to see how that rolls. And going to reach out to more power partners, more marketing agencies, more architects, more content creators, more construction businesses, and really just build out a bit of a moat in terms of a lead pool. So things are growing there, things are awesome and challenging. We've also, in our New Zealand side or current side of Render Studio, we've got about 10 to 14 active projects right now this month, right from jobs that we delivered today to jobs that we started today. So each one of our artists have got multiple jobs, like 2 projects each. And so, yeah, things are growing, things are challenging, but they're also rewarding as well, seeing process become streamlined and our team become more equipped, more empowered, and then our clients get better results. So that's really awesome. Second half of this update is to talk about townhouses. And townhouses is an interesting one to update today because townhouses' journey has been a real special one. Scott and I as co-founders on townhouses, not only did we have, I guess, like a great idea, or what we believe is a great idea, what the market is affirming is a great idea, not only were we maybe just techie, because to be honest, none of us are like full technical, we're kind of both non-technical co-founders, but reasonably smart, so we're figuring things out. But we've come into a market that actually we're already in. Scott from a sales point of view, us from a marketing and render and brand point of view, coming together, we have been serving the target market, our addressable market, our ideal customers for years. And so we're kind of coming from the inside out with a solution that we know for both buyers and developers is a massive value add in connecting developers directly with buyers or vice versa, but also making information and resource and pricing and access to properties centralized, more accessible, whilst also giving developers more visibility and control over their projects while they're being marketed. And so coming from the inside out, we've had an interesting ride where we've shot into quite a competitive market, but with almost pre-existing support from our current clients from SM Property, but also from Render Studio and just our personal brands out of the market. It's been an interesting journey because whilst we're just like any other startup that desires cash flow, desires results, desires resource, we've also seen epic success. We've doubled the amount of developers on the platform since probably the last 4 to 5 months, and we've probably got the same amount waiting in our pipeline, which is sort of revealing some of the constraints we've got around delivering some of those aspects. But we've got new teams starting on Monday, which is pretty awesome, increasing resource so that we can onboard faster, get products shipped better, faster, and also have more time to get in front of our customers. And so really awesome things happening with townhouses. At the same time, we're building a top secret project, which, to give you a bit of the goss, is going to help you as a developer manage all of your stock in one place, no longer having to log into your website to change price, log into Townhouses backend to change price, log into these other portals to change your price. There'll be a centralized location, to manage your listings, your leads, and your data. And there are some awesome products that we're building on top of that to help make sure that you're spending more time on site, the building site that is, and not as much time on your website or on these back-end facilities. You'll be able to release your team to do more, you'll be able to sell more, you'll be able to market stronger, build a stronger brand, and build a list that you can market to. So it's just going to be awesome as we continue to roll these products out. But to speak on challenges, it's like any startup, like I mentioned before, resource constraint, cash flow constraint, more ideas than runway. And that's just the day-to-day grind of shipping products fast and making sure that we are shipping products that are requested and needed, which is a really exciting journey. And so I guess a reflection on myself of the last week, I haven't posted at all. I've posted twice now on LinkedIn, 2 weeks in a row, saying that I don't have enough time, so here's a render. Don't know if that's going to work a third week in a row, so I still need to figure things out in terms of commitments. But I think my main observation this week has just been things deserve their own time in the sun. And so 1 week there might be more of a townhouses focus, the other week there might be more of a Render Studio focus. Then on the third week there might be a big blend of both, and it's chaotic. And that was kind of the week, this week for me, which meant that I didn't have much time for content or brand or networking or anything like that. I've gone over 5 minutes massively, so I'm just going to stop here. But just to let you know, things are growing, and they're good, but also there's lots of challenges in there. So once again, if there's anything helpful in there or any questions you've got for me, drop them below.